Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you again today. Let's continue our journey through the world of arts and craft today with my 10 knitting affiliate programs. I mentioned journey because over the course of the last week, I've been looking at all areas of arts and crafts. Have a look on my YouTube channel, have a look on my website. You'll see we're talking about everything that's within the hobby niche of arts and craft, which is knitting, scrapbooking, pottery. There was one more, which has escaped me right now, and I have to think, sewing was the other one. Sorry, I didn't look at my other screen. But today, as I mentioned, part of the arts and craft is we're looking at knitting affiliate programs. Now, knitting, like all the others, is an extremely popular pastime. It has a good mixture of permanent purchases, as in there's knitting machines and the like for professionals, down to consumables, which is obviously wool, sewing threads, needles. I think people replace them quite often, or people need needles, and so forth. So there's quite a bit there, quite a bit more than I actually realised. And I've actually covered a little bit of clothing and like knitted toys, all these sort of things, as well as we go through. So as I keep saying, very popular niche in the hobby niche and the professional niche. People make items via knitting. They sell at markets. They sell at all sorts of things there as well. And crocheting, I've sort of included in the knitting niche as well. Hardcore crocheters are probably having a conniption right now, but yes, sorry, I've put crochet in with knitting. So let's not waste your time. I could ramble on for hours. Let's have a look at my 10 knitting affiliate programs. So as mentioned a second ago, there's a bit there to look at. So what I've tried to do is just give you a good run through of all the programs that we have there, looking at what they offer, their commission rates, payment terms, cookie duration, application processes, and the affiliate marketing materials that they provide. And again, just some of the areas that we can investigate: yarn or wool, needles, patterns, knitting machines, knitted clothing, crochet, and then wool-based products as well. So if you're looking into the knitting side of arts and crafts online, I think this could be quite a good one to look at. As we run through them, and if you're considering putting these into your own sites, just make sure that the affiliate marketing programs match your own website and what it is you're trying to do. So make sure that they match your audience. So some are looking for specifics, while others, as we've mentioned here, are just looking to get their balls of yarn on a budget. Hardcore knitters and professionals won't take risks if they don't trust your site. So again, those looking to use knitting to make money aren't going to waste time with you if they don't trust what you're trying to sell. And I've written here those purchasing for a new hobby, but I think it's pretty much everybody. They want to know what they need and just make sure that the products you're promoting will fit their requirements. So I don't know a lot about knitting, I will admit, but I do know that there's different size needles. So if you're doing different types of needles with different size needles, then you need to make sure that you're explaining the right needles that people would use, down to sizes and the like. Make sure your affiliate programs can cover that. Okay, let's go through and have a look. So the first one I've got here is Knit Picks. Knit Picks is an all-in-one knitting site. It has lots there: knitting and yarn and fibre, kits and value packs. So for people starting out, as we mentioned a minute ago, those new to the hobby, needles and hooks, patterns, books, and tools. So you can see some of the stuff they got there. It's some fancy-looking needles there. Needles, wool, yarn holders, wool holders. So if you're looking to cover, a good wide base of knitting type stuff to build your site, you can probably base your affiliate site on this one. 10%, 30% for the new customer's first purchase. Couldn't find any cookie duration. They're through Share a Sale. Okay, Yarnspirations, another large knitting-based site. Patterns, yarns, tools and accessories, knitting needles, crochet hooks. So again, patterns for making little toys and blankets and all sorts of stuff there. Again, if you're in the generalist site here, they have quite a bit there. So you could build a site on it, and you can see they've also got some sewing, quilting, embroidery stuff there as well. So you can cover that if you wanted to branch out, build your business around it, or add it to any arts and crafts, even home decor, because of the cushions and stuff you can knit. Sewing, quilting, clothing, and the like as well. 8%, 30 days, and they're through CJ Affiliates. Okay, next one is Woolery. They call it the fibre arts side of things. So I've written that in there. They're not just a knitting site, but they do offer they talk about weavers, knitters, spinners, and other fiber artists. So they've got spinning wheels and all sorts of stuff for, which I'm guessing is, you use the yarn from spinning into knitting and the like. So I've included it here. You can comment below if I've taken you up the garden path here with my terminology. I apologize for that, but they've got everything here: weaving, yarn, spinning, fiber, felting, hooks and punches, braiding, knitting and crocheting, and used equipment. So you can see they're all the yarns and little things they've got there. Again, sewing accessories there also. Look, you could build a site around this for knitting quite comfortably around here, especially if you're dealing with yarns and yarn preparation and how to work with yarns into knitting, and spinning is a part of that. So definitely build a site around this if that's where you're looking at. 5% commission rate. Couldn't find their cookies, and they manage their affiliate program internally. Okay, now we go to Ice Yarns. Ice Yarns is all about the yarns. They have all sorts of different yarns and wools. You can see all the different types here with the little fuzzy bits on it and hairy bits on it. They're all the technical terms, by the way. But they've got plain, sock, scarf, luxury, eyelash, metallic, ribbon, ladder, and so many more. To be honest, I could have gone on for hours listing all the different types of yarns that they've got. But that's what this site does. They've got some free patterns in there. They've got needles and accessories as well. So there's a bit more in there than just the wool. Knitting, crocheting, or fiber art site, for example, you could add this to. Probably not enough for a complete affiliate business on its own, but definitely add it to anything that you're dealing with in those areas. 10% commission, couldn't find a cookie duration, and they also manage theirs internally. And Alpaca Direct is, as I said here, some both pre and post knitting side of things. So pre-knitting, they've got yarn, needles, hooks, spinning supplies, patterns, and the like. But they've also got stuff that's been knitted. So post-knitting, socks, hats, scarves, gloves, clothing, slippers, and toys. So you can see they've got the yarn and fibers, the socks, the apparel, all wool-based, all knitting-based. So again, you could add this to any knitting type site. You could possibly even build a full knitting business around this one, or definitely a wool apparel business if you're into the fashion side of things more so than knitting. And as I've said, add it to any knitting, wool-based, fashion kits, or even winter-based sites. So if you're dealing with people going to the snow and stuff like that, you can add this one to it also. Couldn't find a commission rate. They have a 60-day cookie, and they're via Avant Link. Okay, as we run through these, if you're looking through all these programs and think you need some help setting up your own business, if you'd like to start out in the knitting or arts and craft or any niche for that matter, and you think you need some help, click on this big red button here, and I will take you through the 4 steps you need to take to build your own affiliate marketing business. It's not a difficult process, not a quick process, but it's not a difficult process. Build your website, find your niche, which obviously we're talking about arts and craft. Build your website, attract visitors by solving problems, and monetize, which is adding your affiliate links. So it's a very simple process. Click on there. I'll take you through free training. You'll be able to build a free website and go from there. Okay, Andy Knits. This one has knitting machines. So if you're after knitting machines, especially if you're in a professional area and you want to knit a lot of stuff a lot quicker than what you can by hand, then maybe if that's the niche that you're looking at, add Andy Knits to your site. Machines, accessories and parts, designer kits and parts, knitting books, yarn, patterns, needles, hooks and tools. So they've got everything for both the machine and manual knitting. They've got some haberdashery stuff in there as well. I don't know if you could build a site around this one completely, but definitely add it to any, especially if you're dealing with the professional knitting side of things, or those looking to start a business with knitting to sell at markets or online through marketplaces and the like, then I would definitely look at adding this site to it. 5%, which is probably pretty good considering some of these knitting machines cost a couple of $1,000, so some high ticket options there. Couldn't find any cookie duration, and they also manage theirs internally. Okay, now we get into the post-knitting side of things with Woolovers. It's a fashion site, and they've got woolen clothing. So cardigans, dresses, skirts, jackets, jumpers, loungewear, poncho, shirts, slippers, socks, and so on and so on. All made from wool, and then they've also got some wool-inspired jewelry and shoes. So add this to a knitting site for the post side of things. You know, even if it's just for ideas, people who are knitting and want to see ideas, or if you're in the fashion industry or winter fashion, women's fashion, anything like that, add this one to it. 10%, 60 days, and they're through Arwen. Okay, we crochet. Let's get into the crocheting side of things. Similar to the knitting site, all-encompassing knitting sites that we had above, and they do have a little bit of knitting stuff in here, but not much. Mainly to do with crocheting, so yarn, kits and value packs, hooks, books, DVDs, and tools. So you can see all the crocheting tools they've got in there. If you're into if your site is all about crocheting, you could possibly build your affiliate business around this one. Otherwise, definitely add it to any knitting or crocheting site. Or at professionals and hobbyists alike. So it's got a good variation, got some great instructionals, tutorials, and there's some follow-along videos, sew-alongs they call them in the sewing niche, but I'm assuming crochet-along video type things here. 10%, 15 days, and they're through Share a Sale. I Like Knitting. It's a subscription-based site that has that you subscribe, and then you get patterns, magazines, newsletters, and then discount on merchandise and knitting accessories. They do have some freebies in there, but it's mainly the patterns and the and that sort of stuff as well. You can see there's an I Like Crochet as well. I've included the I Like Knitting one here, but there is an I Like Crochet too. So you could possibly, if you're in the all-encompassing look, add all that to it. Now your commissions here are based on subscription, so if you can get 1 to 9 members to sign up, it's $8 a piece. 10 to 19 is $10. 20 plus is $12. Couldn't find their cookie duration, but they manage theirs internally. Okay, and then we've got the home of wool. This is just a slightly different one. I pretty much include this, to be honest, because it's got stuff that's made out of wool, but they have adult mattresses and toppers, nursery and pregnancy pillows, pillowcases, blankets and duvets. We call them doonas here, but duvets, pet bags, rugs, and the like. So everything here is made of wool. So add this to any knitting niche, again, for ideas or for just as side hustle sales for people who are into knitting and might want to buy some woolen blankets or doonas and the like, or anything, home decor, bedding, fabric, pet-related affiliate businesses, anything to do with that, you could add this site to. Couldn't find any of their commissions or cookies, but they manage their affiliate program internally. Okay, that's the 10 affiliate programs. If you wanted to add extra stuff on the side, or you just want to write about your knitting and add bits and pieces as you need, then maybe have a look at Amazon. Amazon has its own affiliate programs through Amazon Associates. From there, once you join, you go into Amazon, you'll find the products that you want to sell. There's little links in there which allow you to add little graphics like this. These are live, so you can see how it all works if you click on them. And you can make commissions via Amazon as well. And finally, if you are looking through all this and think, yep, this is what I want to do, but I want to add my own programs, or I want to add more than one program, say on crocheting. I've only really put one designated crocheting site on here. You just go into your search engine. I've given you one here, affiliate knitting, so you can see some of the ones I've got and some of the ones I haven't. You could type affiliate crocheting, affiliate embroidery, affiliate quilting, affiliate sewing, whatever it is within the arts and craft niche, or narrow it down to within a knitting niche. And you can find all your own affiliate programs. As you go through, as you find the programs, just going back to what we mentioned earlier, make sure that they are reputable, make sure they meet your niche and the problems that you're solving, and then you will need to apply. When you apply, make sure you do it properly, otherwise you will probably get rejected. People like to know that you're doing your application properly. Okay guys, there's my 10 knitting affiliate programs. Hope that was helpful for you. If you're watching this within YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel below. If you're watching within the post, if you need any help setting up your website, setting up your affiliate business, finding niches, finding affiliate programs, anything to do with getting your affiliate marketing business up and running, or assistance in keeping it up and running, please comment below. We'd love to help you out. Okay guys, thanks for that. Chat to you soon. Bye.